Hello, this is Avery. It is December 3rd, 2019. I'm going to go over a recap of my two trades on VRAY today. So coming into the morning, I saw this on a scanner, obviously, and I was looking at this $4.30, $4.31 level for a breakdown play. It's very similar to a deathline play, but it doesn't fit into the criteria exactly of how Joe Kelly tracked it. The market cap is a bit over 400 million, and the shares outstanding is about, I think, 98 million, and float is around a couple different websites said different things, but around like 80 or 90 million. So not an A+ deathline, but fits it enough that I will play it. So, and just one thing that I wanted to mention before is I actually was using a 2-minute candle, and I had the 485 line drawn out. So this morning, for some odd reason, I just decided I was going to use a 2-minute candle, and it completely just threw me off because normally at the open with stocks like this, I'll kind of look for wicking action and or just volume going through and then it being unable to push any higher, and then I'll normally just try to scalp that. I won't take that as a full trade thesis and hold it for longer than a few minutes, but normally I can get a good 15 or 20 cent scalp out of it. So then coming into here, I had an order in. Normally I don't like to short inner lines, but seeming that it came from the 440s all the way up to if it got to 45, I'd be comfortable with shorting it. So I think I had an order in at, it was 479 or 478. Yeah, 479. Didn't get that fill, which is fine. But I looked to short it. I didn't even think about shorting it right here because I was using the 2-minute candles, and I didn't even really notice any much stuff in action, except just because I'm so used to the 1-minute candles. And then unfortunately looking back, this is if I look at some of my other charts when I'm shorting right at the open, this is exactly what I like. I got a push, and then it being unable to go any further. Definitely wouldn't have top ticked it or anything, but I probably would have been able to get a 460, 465 average, somewhere around there. We're just risking about 5 or 10 cents, probably just risking that 45 level, a couple cents higher. But anyway, hindsight bias again, just from now on I'm only using 1-minute candles. I'm not going to try to mess around with my process too much. So it came down, and when it broke that 430 level, I shorted half size, and my original risk was 454, the high of the 5-minute candle. That broke it. It didn't close beneath it. It closed 1 penny above it, which is fine. And then I actually just cut it beforehand, before getting into that, because I just really didn't like this grinding action. It was trading really thick, and it's at multiple higher lows. So then once it broke past this high here of 446, which isn't a significant level, but it's just showing that it has strength, I just cut it off. And then lo and behold, it would have ended up stopping me out on this candle by a couple pennies. And then I avoided this whole squeeze here. And then I actually reshorted it because once we got at the very start of this minute when it started squeezing up, I actually put some short orders in a couple cents below high of day, risking a couple cents higher than high of day, just to see if I could get a quick scalp out of it. Didn't end up getting there. And then when it just immediately slams back down, because this is a pretty big wick, right? So then I just shorted a bit, just to see if I could see if it would kind of just start to roll over. But then it supported again, and I just really, I don't know, anyone who's watching this stock could have easily seen that it's trading super thick. Every penny, there's multiple market makers for each penny, and then any time it was getting around this 440 level, and it was just getting massively supported. In pre-market, something similar was happening around the 450s, and once it broke that, it just got brought back up. So a bit of a, I don't want to say manipulated stock, but something just really thick. So then I just cut it off for a penny gain, which is fine, and I didn't trade it for the rest of the day, so that's fine. Just kind of I was just kind of going over this quite a bit to see because I want to take, even though it's not an A+ deathline, except it fits the criteria enough that I'll take the short because I think the odds are still in my favor. Coming forward, on a normal, on one of my A+ deathline setups, I'm more than happy to short when it breaks, on AKTX yesterday. I happily, and it worked out perfectly too when I just slammed the bids right at the deathline. Except on something like this, when the criteria is not 100%, then it's probably just better to wait from now on. If it's not an A+ deathline, then I will not be slamming the bids right when it breaks, and I'll be waiting for the 5 minute to close underneath that level. So coming forward, that's good. And then again, I'm just not going to shouldn't be fucking with my process about using 2 minute candles instead of 1 minute. I just got in my head for some reason that it might help me stay a bit more patient, but obviously it just messed me up. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks.